Run it up. Run it up. Check my luck. We freestyling this today. See what happens when y'all niggas. Give y'all niggas some mic.
Current preparation for this festival.
It's up to you. It's like a class.
Alright, nigga, this is on YouTube. We got this damn whole song. Nigga, the last video, it's a bad time. They had to edit the damn song out of the video.
That was your fault.
Nah, I don't believe so.
You don't believe
You control the music.
I said I don't believe so.
You control the music.
I don't believe so. I don't believe that.
You don't know by now. It's another episode of Our Toast to That Pod. It's Juan.
Sauce.
Steve here.
It's Jorge.
Do we just do it in a particular word?
No,
I just don't remember.
No, I mean, I did 1 second last time, actually.
How you feel about it? How you feel?
Episode 78.
78?
Let's see how this goes.
I know what happens next.
What?
79.
I was ready to I was like, wait, what's happening next? Okay. What's going on in y'all life, man? What's going on?
Talking to me? Talking
Y'all. I said y'all.
Shit, bro, life, bro, I'm living, bro.
Word. How you taking pics on the flip? I saw you at the monuments, man.
You saw me, brother. Saw me out there.
On the ground, I saw you.
There was a lot of motherfuckers out there, too.
They was in the back of y'all pics. They gonna be like this.
My homegirl doing good edits. Great edits. What's going on with y'all? How your weekend?
Chilling. Went to Bowie tailgate. I went to homecoming tailgate yesterday. I was told I left too early.
Did it feel like homecoming though?
I mean, it didn't feel like mine, but yeah, I felt the energy out
Like the
there.
homecoming feel?
Yeah, I felt the vibe. I felt the energy. I felt the love. People passing around the rings of COVID. It's still out there, so you gotta be careful. People
Yo, I was
passing
in the
around
cycle.
blunts. You
I'm
gotta
gonna
be
say I was
careful.
in the cycle of blunts and like it's still COVID out here.
Yeah, it's still COVID out here.
Fuck it.
Wait, which one is it? It's still covered out here or fuck it? Cause
It's a little bit of both.
It sounds like y'all did both.
It's
It sounds like y'all did both.
It's a little bit
It's
of
almost
both.
fuck it right now. To be honest. When you get a couple drinks in your system,
Yeah, it's definitely.
you forget about COVID, bro.
Yeah, shit.
You be all in the motherfucking face talking and
Shit,
shit.
gonna be
Like,
here forever, bro.
forever. Forever, bro.
Forever COVID.
And I was told I left too early.
You did.
I left at like 9, 10 o'clock.
That's not too early.
I mean, especially when it's not your school, your primary location, not your home base. I mean, you got to see it through, my boy. But when it comes to your own shit, you know you have your premeditated next move. So
Yeah, I can say unless you had to move afterwards, like.
But hey,
You left too early.
when you
I mean, I know that shit do go to like.
Was you going to like a party or something afterwards, like a homecoming party?
Nah.
You left too early.
Yeah,
You should stay.
yeah. I mean, but they should do usually go
Grill
to.
with a spark back there, you been good.
Yeah, they keep the grill going. I ain't gonna lie, the grill kept going. I love the hospitality, walking around.
smart, just love.
Yeah.
Smart. I'm glad somebody experienced some type of homecoming. So I mean, you can put that as a win in the column.
Yeah.
Experimentation.
Well, Howard got a weekend type of thing they're doing, but it's all off campus shit.
They might throw something.
So the city gonna be live.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn this on.
Got you.
So the city gonna be live. That's what y'all saying. When is
It's gonna be overcharged. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be overcharged.
when is Howard doing? It's already overcharged.
27th, 23rd of October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might float around on that Sunday.
I feel like I had something on the calendar, but I don't know.
What's a perfect Sunday for you guys?
Brunch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly.
Day party, we do, I guess. I don't know. Or sometimes they ain't doing shit. I can sit at home and do shit, watch TV, watch movies.
For me, honestly, it's
Smoke blunt.
If it's still over 70 degrees, I'm outside on Sunday.
You outside?
I got it. I like my weekends. I love my weekends actually.
For me, I'm good with a football Sunday. Like I could just be at a bar, like chilling, like watching football, drinking and shit. Like,
Absolutely.
cool with that. That's a solid Sunday for me.
Your perfect Sunday.
A perfect Sunday would start with a good breakfast, followed by. Well, actually, it's gonna start with some head. Y'all should. I'm gonna start with some head. Y'all keep it a bean with y'all.
I did start off with some head today. So,
Whoa.
so I'm floating right now.
Alright.
I'm 2 nuts in.
Edit point?
Definitely. I'm sure the Tillman household doesn't want the Tillman household business outside the Tillman household.
I'm working on
So,
kids.
okay.
I'm trying to get some kids.
That's how you get it from there.
If I get that first nut out,
I thought
second nut will be strong.
Hey, you had your chance. You had your chance to answer your question. Let me answer my question.
My fault. Go ahead.
All right.
Your Perfect Sunday.
Yeah.
You brought it up. I can relate. I know I can relate.
Shit coming in hot, bro.
I have a follow-up question. Go ahead.
But after I get my morning ritual out of the way, I'm like, hey, I like to get a nice meal and then get a little razzle dazzle. My blood is flowing, so I'm ready to go somewhere. So literally,
Literally, his blood is flowing.
No one said anything about church on their Sunday. I just want to let that be known.
I'm gonna get that in
They won't put
there.
the Lord in their Sunday.
I start off with some Christian music.
It's been head. That's sick.
Hey, be fruitful, man. You know? Better read the Bible. What else? What else, man?
what else is on a Sunday? Sunday, I don't know. I like structure too.
A lot of day drinking.
I like to clean before I start my day. I like
If we do that, no one got to work on Monday.
Day drinking?
Yeah, like, we should
We're
reserve
working
that.
from home now, so
Yeah, it is
it's
easy.
really just roll over, open your laptop.
Yeah, but we was doing that before and be fucked up on the train or on the way to work.
That's how you know they gotta do weekend. Somebody come in, shades on, into the queue.
Don't even say nothing.
Don't even say
nothing.
shit. Say you know good morning. They 2 coffees in or some shit if you drink coffee. Tea for the ones who don't.
Oh, so my follow-up question was, what's the worst head you ever got? What would constitute bad head?
oh Lord.
Teeth.
The fact I said that.
Teeth.
Same time.
Put the teeth away. Learn how to move the teeth out of the
Facts.
You got no question? You got nothing?
I mean, besides just the lackadaisicalness.
Yes.
The experience of the. I mean, it's from you could go from Gluck Gluck 1,000 to Gluck Gluck 6,000. So please, at least meet me at the middle, not the bare minimum.
Or too much jerking. Like, don't jerk me. I can jerk
I
myself.
don't want the squeeze. I don't want the squeak like that. Hey, relax.
Man, get off the head. Like, that's a sensitive shit. Man, get off the head, G. God damn.
Hey, the funniest thing is when after you get the nut and then they still on the head, yo, you feel like a little
Like,
bitch.
no.
Yo, look at these squares in there.
Dude, booty cheeks tight. You know? God
You just
damn.
square like, yo, what you doing? Relax.
No. Oh, shit.
You say what you want to car? You want a car? Right, good.
Man.
Ask you for anything at that point.
You want a Birkin? Oh, okay, all right.
But yeah, it's a whole. We gotta go all the way. Like not all the way.
I
but
like
just-
love making.
You don't love to
You
make
like love making it?
I don't like
You
love
don't
making.
love? Okay.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
that's
Like
slow,
they-
sensual.
Like they R&B singing on the
Yeah, like it's Cinemax or some shit, like the white Cinemax shit. Nah, they give
You
me.
watch too much porn. Sometimes you gotta get that sensual head.
I don't want no
So you
sensual.
just want her to just go to
I
town.
gotta be high for sensual head. I gotta
So
be
you,
like,
so you just want her to just go to town.
Sometimes you want that sensual head.
if I'm high, yeah.
Never.
You never want a sensual
I
head?
would say I want shirt wet, shirt wet, saliva, all
So
that.
you just want to spit everywhere.
Snot in the nose and shit, their eyes watering.
There should be an exchange of bodily fluids somewhere. Personally. Yep.
This is where you don't have a doctor.
It's just freestyle and
Yeah, let's
shit.
go.
It's a freestyle. It's a cipher.
So you question, do y'all have like a preferred position when y'all are receiving
He said, why you with this old over?
I'm not getting no head laying down.
I'm just saying like, yeah, is it laying
Yeah,
down? Is
yeah.
it like,
I'm not getting no head. She's not gonna lay down something my dick, and I'm not gonna lay down with you something my dick. I'm gonna stand up. You're gonna be on your knees. You're gonna be straight porn style head.
And I watch too much.
I'm gonna grab the back of that shit, and choke you with it, all that shit. I might slap you in the face with the shit. But
This is an explicit episode.
It's cool to be a sniper and get head. You know, snipers get on the fucking on that fucking ground and
if you lay on the edge of the bed and you standing up, like, nah, get your ass
I don't
up.
really have to stand up. I don't want my knees to get weak.
I was about to say, I've been there.
I don't
It was
really.
leg day. It was leg day. I ain't trying to.
That's a fair.
I gotta be on the floor. My shit, I need fucking, like, I gotta be standing up. I need some leverage. You know what I'm saying? I need to feel my feet on the floor when I'm fucking nigga. I'm a sick nigga.
Yeah.
All that.
I didn't know what to be saying right now. Okay.
All that on the bed fucking is cool, but nah. Unless you ride on shit.
I mean, I ain't really prefer that. Bed, I really don't care. Like, you can fuck wherever.
I mean, you
Bad,
can fuck wherever.
Yeah, absolutely.
That shit don't
That's the fun part. Is fucking whatever.
I agree.
You ever done like the public bathroom?
Yes.
Nah.
He said,
I ain't got that yet. I'm public bathroom.
I think the craziest place for me probably would be when I was working at TJ Maxx in between freshman and sophomore year.
Yo, you sick nigga. It's PJ Maxx.
Yeah, dressing room, bro. My nigga was the guard. It was a customer in there.
Efficient system, bro.
Jesus.
Oh no, it was efficient as fuck. Yeah.
The security guard went next.
No, it wasn't a security guard. It was like one of my coworkers. They ain't had no security guard back then.
That'd be actually you said it, that would be clutch if you worked there and you found a random shopper. That's a story right there.
That sounds
Mine was a
no, that's a story.
That is a story. She actually come looking and see how she looking and shit. Ooh, y'all niggas scum.
You get that's a loss.
And definitely sexual
Sexual
assault.
deviant.
Yeah.
Speaking of sexual deviance,
Oh my god.
R. Kelly Robert got
I think of Robert.
he got convicted of racketeering and
Racketeering? How did racketeering?
I don't know.
They just added shit right onto this nigga.
To the homie, like they getting all he gonna be in there for a while. But he got that federal charge, man. He about to do some fair time.
So does that? Do y'all listen to his music? Will you still listen to it if it come on? Would you play or would you play?
I'm still playing it, to be honest.
Damn, Kelly's 12.
I mean, it's
Coming out
classic.
loud.
I feel like can't you like
Separate the
it? Yeah, the
What
They don't want us to.
They don't want to
cancel
separate. But
that.
here's the thing, though. People gotta remember, like, it ain't just the stuff that if you gonna cancel the whole thing, it ain't just stuff that R. Kelly performed. You gotta realize how much this nigga wrote.
yeah, he wrote a lot.
He
He
wrote
wrote
a lot of stuff. So it's
you
like
gotta cancel other people's shit.
you gotta cancel other people's shit too. Just because you gotta deal with R. Kelly, if y'all gonna do the cancel culture. So
I don't know, man. That cancel culture is
I mean,
stinky.
if you like it, play it. I don't. That shit. I understand you can't play it. Like, if I'm a DJ, I probably shouldn't play it in certain settings. I probably can't play it.
But the funny thing is, though, you'd be surprised what you be like. Honestly, a DJ think they can't play it, but don't let that. If you have a smooth transition, you could get away with
You
it.
throw the remix to Ignition on a nigga.
You could get away with it. You could get away
Niggas
with
might
it.
side eye you, but they gonna
bounce,
shit too.
bounce.
Yeah, you get. I give them 30. I give them 30 seconds real quick.
Oh, I'm about to say 30 minutes.
30 seconds in.
You gotta just test it.
30
You gotta see what.
30 seconds until the chorus come in and then drop and then cut the mute it, let them sing.
Yeah.
If they're not singing with you, we on to the
Next
next
song.
song. To the next song. But if you are, I might run back and
I might it might be a little set, a little cow set, nigga.
You gotta know gauge your audience, know your personnel. That's the theme for the weekend. Know your personnel. And I say know your personnel, you gotta know who
That's the
you.
name of the episode.
Know your personnel, man. That's real.
Explain this. I'm kind of interested.
When I say name your personnel means like know the strengths, know your weaknesses of the person you next to, the people you out for the night. Like if you know your homegirl don't do hookah, I mean don't pass her the hookah, but don't take it to the hookah bar. Know your personnel.
Your one friend don't drink.
Keep her
We
on.
might keep her home. Keep
Or
her
get her
home.
high, make her smoke with some shit. She gotta have some type of vice.
If she that bitch with the attitude, keep her on still too. She the one that's always got complaints and stuff. She don't even come.
I feel like honestly, when those type of situations happen, you have somebody, the Debbie Downer of a crew. It could be a man or female, the nigga who always complaining, bro. You doing this, you ain't driving up. The girl, girl, I don't want to be here no more. Just let them be in their own lane. Let them be married, but appreciate their presence. But you ain't got to bring their baggage to you.
Or if you know your homie not a shooter, unless he got some liquor in him, start with the liquor. Like go straight to the liquor. Like let me get a couple shots real quick. But I need you to work with me today. I need you to be my wingman today. We about to run 2-man. Like you know what I'm saying? So know your personnel.
What's your personnel?
My personnel? When I was in the streets?
I
I got friends for all different occasions.
I like
That was vague.
I like that. No, I like that a lot. I like that a
If
lot.
I know I'm gonna play golf, I got my golf friends. If I my running streets friends. If I know I'm trying to get active and crack at some females, I got mine cracking my females friends. Like, I know who can talk, who gonna be charismatic with a female, who gonna occupy a friend. I know that. You know your people, know your personnel, know your geography too.
Same with you.
Message.
Yes.
Yeah,
Know your hookah friends.
What else? I really had stuff to talk about today.
Run that shit.
You know what? We've had our nasty talk. Got an interview on Monday.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you. But how do y'all prepare? I find preparing for this shit is motherfucking stressful. Not only stressful and tedious, and it's almost it is almost like a haze. But you just gotta see it through. Like you gotta know. You also have to know what you want. You also know what you're gonna be providing. But you also have to know. You have to gear. You have to like level up and gear. You got to switch gears on them. Like get in your bag. And we talk about this all the time. Talking fluidly, communicating effectively, and all these things, these researches and whatnot. So how do you prepare for when you know you want to go get something? And we're talking about jobs. How do you prepare for that? What are your your process? Because I think everybody's is different. Everybody approaches looking and actively interviewing differently. So what are the things that you need to do to prepare for that?
For me, like, depending on what the actual interview is, you look up the background of the company, right? A lot of times, the first thing they're gonna do is to ask you about, like, how did you find that? So what do you know about the company? Think about the background, look up the background of the company. Then you want to think about like your actual job position that you're applying for. Most of the time, most people are going to ask you like behavioral questions on what you did at your resume that relates to being in that particular position, right?
Right.
So then you do your scenarios based upon what you did for each job that relates to that current job. But as well, you also want to think about like any questions that you would have for them as well. Like I feel like it's always important. Like I don't think people take that part enough seriously, where you're able to ask questions to that company because what they see it as like, oh, this person like actually did research and like actually took the time to prepare, not just basically put a suit on and was like, hey, I'm answering a couple questions, and then I'm gonna go on about my day. I think that's the growth that I've seen like within myself, where how I interviewed first when I first got out of college to how I interview now. Two completely different things.
I run through my resume like in a mirror, so like I'm able to talk about each one of my jobs or whatever and what I did in the job and how they relate to the position I'm interviewing for. Mm-hmm. That's like one big thing for me. It's like being able to be confident about what you know and what you talk about and how you talk about yourself. And the interview is basically to like bolster yourself a little bit. So.
That's the thing. Everybody looks great on paper. Everybody finds relatable responsibilities that your potential job is looking and seeking for, but you have to maneuver and adjust, mirror what those responsibilities of and what you have already accomplished. So yes, you are bragging about yourself, but what separates you from the next man? What separates you from your potential competitors who are also seeking that job is a big thing as well.
So I'll say this because I've been on both sides. I've interviewed people to hire at jobs before, and you also look for who can I work with. Is this person somebody I think I would want to not hang out, but be at work with? Are they going to be someone I want to work with? They're going to be easygoing. Are they going to
Mesh with the team?
Yep. Would I want to go get drinks with them after for happy hour or something? Like, you start to think about all these other things, and you see how George said it. Like, if they don't have questions, they're not really that excited about the job. They came to just do it. And I've been on both sides. I've been on. In the past, I would just go on interviews. If I get an interview, I know I don't want the job. Someone told me this before. If you don't want the job, you don't have to take the job. But just keep interviewing because it's just practice. It prepares you for the job you really want.
Right, 100%. You should never turn down an interview. I don't care if it's something that you know for sure that you don't want. Yeah. You, like you said, you can always turn it down. But to better work on your craft, right? It's just constant practice.
Smile. I try to crack some type of, you know,
Oh, I always
icebreaker
crack jokes.
joke,
Always
let
crack
them-
jokes.
get them comfortable. Before I even go to the interview, I gotta ride to certain music so I can get my, you know, vibes up. Gotta get my shit. I play Successful. I play all this type of shit. Yeah, I get my mind right for the interview. So I'm like, oh yeah, this shit mine. I'm in my bag. They ain't gonna. And then after the interview, I'm like, shit, I killed that shit. Yeah, sometimes you can talk to me something like, God damn, what the fuck did I even do? I hate when you behavioral questions. When's the last? Do you remember? Was there a time ever that you failed? Like, bitch, no, nigga, I'm here, nigga. You want me? I never failed. But you gotta start thinking of shit like.
Or like the question, you know, tell me one of your strengths and one of your weaknesses. And you know, I don't like that question because I'm like, nigga, I ain't weak, but I'm gonna give you something I think I can improve on, or I'm telling you what I can improve on, and I know that, and I'm aware of that shit.
I know. I have my standard question for that. Standard answer for that.
What you go for that? Just out of curiosity.
So what are your weaknesses and strengths? Well, one of my weaknesses, I feel like I take on too much. I'm overzealous and sometimes I take too much. But I've learned to build that into planning and having more structure in my day schedule and my work schedule. So I make sure I get everything done.
Yeah.
Gave my weakness, gave my strength, and I showed that the weakness.
That you're trying to turn the weakness into strength.
Yeah, boom.
Especially when it comes to like if you go into a managerial position and it's hard for you to delegate tasks. So if you're able to say, you know, I take on a lot and I want to see things through, I got to work on trying to delegate my tasks to my team and shit like that.
What that also shows you though is like as a manager that they like that you show like your team that hey like I'm here to get my hands dirty as well.
Exactly.
Because I tell people all the time like. For you to be successful as a manager, I don't care if it's in retail or whatever, you gotta get your hands dirty just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Because if they see you working hard, they're gonna be like, oh, if George's working hard, bro, I'm about to work with him. Like I ain't about to let him like do this by himself.
And you know, as long as my manager ain't on my back, I ain't gonna be on your back. That's my managerial style.
Yeah.
You know what
I don't
I'm
like what do they call it? I don't like people that
micromanage.
Micromanage.
Yeah, I don't like micromanagers. I had a micromanager before, and it was the worst shit ever.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be here. It made me not want to be here. Like, did you get that? Bitch, you just sent me the email. Like, yeah.
Did you see the email that I sent you? You sent it 10 minutes ago. Like, I'm working on other tasks right now. I'm getting to all my emails. Like, relax.
Well, that's good feedback. Definitely things that I've incorporated into my my talk game, my talk bag. So I appreciate that.
And that's the thing. You gotta go in there with like talking like
it's a bad bitch. You gotta treat it like it's a bad bitch. If you treat that job like a bad bitch, you gonna come out with a bad bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And you know, I like to negotiate my my salary.
Everything's negotiable.
Everything is negotiable.
I don't care if they say you only get 10. We giving for new employees they would give them 60 hours of PTO or something. Nah, that's negotiable too.
Everything.
You already had. You kind of want me. You see my paperwork, so you kind of want me. You just want to see what my personality is in person.
And my
everything is negotiable.
My thing is, I try to research the industry standard for that position.
Exactly.
Whether it's salary, whether it's benefits, shit like that. So if I know that I'm a government worker and we're getting, you're only offering me 2 weeks PTO, but standard is 4 weeks. Like let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Or if you can't give me that 4 weeks, well, how you gonna up me in salary?
Yeah. Always add PTO. I always add PTO, add whatever, ask for more in salary.
No,
and I ask for, and I always say that I'm making. So say they say, oh, you making 85. I be like, oh, the job offer 85. I'm gonna say no. I'm already currently making 95.
Yeah. So if you
I'm looking for 100 and up.
Yeah. If you can't match that or go higher, I can't do that.
I can't do it for you. Yeah.
And I might only be making 70, and so I'm going. You gotta.
Here's the thing that people gotta realize: they can't call and check.
Yeah.
They can't. It's illegal for them too. So it's like, unless they know somebody like a back door it. But other than that,
even then they still don't know what you make.
Exactly.
Yeah. They don't know what you came in with.
Yeah.
So.
Have your questions, but that is good to have some questions ready. I always remember I have a list written down in a notebook and I read through it before, what's the questions I'm gonna ask them. And it's standard questions, but they're good questions. I look on the internet. You can look on the internet what's the best questions to ask at an interview.
Are you excited about the interview tomorrow? Are you excited, nervous? You're gonna have all these emotions, but what's your initial emotion to call for the interview?
Yeah, I'm gonna that was a good comparison. I'm gonna treat you like talking to a bad bitch, bro. I want you. We're gonna see what you're gonna twerk with. We're gonna see. in my question, it's gonna be basically, can you do a spin around for me?
I just want to make sure I know what I'm
Okay.
getting.
Should I shake that a little bit?
And the way I'm a talker. I can feed off people's energy. So as soon as you spin around and I see something I like, you know what? I'm gonna show you I'm more invested. I'm more than appealing to this. So we're gonna get that response from
You
you.
think you want to work in office, or you want to actually think gonna have like work from home?
You know what?
Maybe,
They'll come up somewhere, but doesn't matter.
I think it makes a big difference. I mean, I don't like working.
I got to negotiate some work from home.
I will say this.
It changes your whole life.
I'm
You get
good.
more shit done.
I'm good with doing a split. I think now, especially because of COVID and everything, people have gotten so accustomed to working at home.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. You have less traffic out. People aren't putting as many miles on their cars. They're more so like in a comfort zone where they feel like they're like themselves.
Even
They don't have the stress.
Even that, like I feel like I wake up. I may wake up and start working at 9, but I'm gonna work till probably 6, 7 o'clock.
I probably work more, except for Friday.
And yes, by 2 o'clock on Friday, I'm
Shit, yeah. Shit, about 9 o'clock a.m. They done. When I wake up, it's just possible.
Yeah, I go through it like on a Friday. I go through and prioritize my emails. Like, do I need to do it today?
Can I get to it next
Can I
week?
wait till Monday to do that?
Can I get to it next
I
week?
flag
And
it.
then somebody be like, oh, yeah, can we meet? Yeah, on Monday. Shit.
Or it gotta be Friday morning. Like, that's all I got for you.
That used to be the worst. Like, people try to schedule meetings on a Friday, and I'm like, nah. I was like, we can't do this. They're like, well, what's your schedule looking like next week?
Oh, I'm
I
pretty
go on my
Monday.
Oh, my calendar? Go for it.
Just one other thing, keep interviewing. Like, just keep applying, keep interviewing for other things too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad I can come to personnel equivalent to answer those type of serious questions that you guys provide answers to. So thank you guys for your feedback.
How do you deal with work like
Work-life balance.
well no, that could be a question too, but how do you deal with like a hostile work environment? Like you got that micromanager that you just fucking hate.
I can answer that.
How do you deal with that?
Y'all know me. Y'all know I used to work for Enterprise Rental Car.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
That
you
is
did.
one of
You used to be the plug.
Yeah.
I was the plug. That was honestly probably one of the worst job and one of the best jobs I've ever worked at. Worst job because of the fact, like the hours, the fact that I was washing cars in a full-fledged suit. I went through dress shoes. Shit. Every like 2 to 3 months, I had to swap out my dress shoes because I ran through my soles.
Damn.
The positives though, I gained, good friendships with people who have moved elsewhere and going, other places. When people see that on my resume, they know that my work ethic is bar none.
Yeah.
Because you gotta be a different type of person to be working in 100-degree heat with a full suit on out here washing cars.
Yeah.
And in terms of like a hostile environment, I think you gotta have, at least this is the mindset that I've learned to adapt as I've gotten older, is you're not gonna be in this situation forever, right? If you see a situation that you don't want to be a part of, you have a goal in your mind, do what you need to do to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no job here. I tell you my Apple coworkers all the time, bro, we are a number.
Yeah.
I don't care what they tell you. You are, and what your employee number is. They will drop you just as quick as anything else. So you prioritize yourself at all times. So when it gets to that point, you feel like, hey, like this is too much, or I'm at a hostile point. Make it up in your mind, do what you need to do, and get out.
Shit, I was in a hostile job for 3 years looking for a new job.
So I was looking for 2.
Yes.
Capital One, customer service.
Oh, I remember you was working there.
Shit, man. I was working 4 10s.
Damn.
4 10-hour shifts.
Or
10 10-hour shifts.
10-hour shifts.
Sitting on the phone. That place where people seen broke ass niggas complain about
Credit card bill.
their credit card, their overdraft balances. And one of the funniest thing is, two funny stories. One person called me. They had like 35 cents in the account. They knew they had 30. It been 35 cents in the account for a good week. They was like, they went out to TGI Fridays, and then they gonna call and ask for a refund. I'm like, it says you checked your balance before. One, we can see when you check your balance. It says you checked your balance before. You knew you didn't have this money,
Right.
and now you want this refund. Nah, I can't get it because we only get a certain amount of refunds we can give. And I ain't about to.
So how do you determine who you're gonna get a refund to?
some of them are like error, so yeah, you automatically give those, and then it just I'll hear your story.
Yeah.
And then if they be like, I want to commend you, good, because you ain't getting my refund. Pass that shit on and then let them make the decision. But some people be like, oh, I really fell on hard, blah, blah. Alright, fuck it. By the end of the month, I probably already gave mine away, so you called me at the end of the month, you was good gone. One lady called me and she was like, you sound like you don't even want to be here. You're right, I don't. You're exactly right, I know. You need to go find another job. I'm looking. No one's hiring. Wait. So we're on this phone, like, I know it's recorded. This time, I was ready to get fired. Just kick me the fuck out, man. And mind you, they score your, so you get 6 calls a month. They score your shit, like, it is, mind you, I'm probably getting like 100 calls a day, so out of the 6, they gonna pick, maybe they get this call, maybe they don't. I'm taking a chance. I don't give a fuck, it's the end of the month.
Damn, I was gonna ask, like, you ever have that conversation where you know you're supposed to be talking about business, but you actually digress and you're talking about, hey, how was your week and shit like that?
Oh yeah.
That's what
Oh yeah. When somebody be like, oh, you work for where? I see that term, like, oh, where are you hiring? It's like, where? Yeah, I give you my email. I get your email. You start asking the person shit. Yo, what do you?
I got high and drunk again.
Okay.
I'm coming off my hangover though.
I'm going to say something.
We can talk about some shows. Let's recap BMF.
I only seen episode 1.
Me too.
Okay, so
Oh,
okay,
I think we did that last week.
we did. Okay.
Well, he was the only one to see it. I mean, it was good for what it was.
Yeah.
I ain't never really had episode 1. You gotta remember.
To the end when his brother got shot.
You think?
I don't even know that.
You know what I would have did different? I would have actually used taken Nietzsche's phone calls of him, his actual voice. I don't know if that's actually his voice or not. But
That's a good idea.
that would have been dope. That would have been more in tune. Like, oh damn, Meek's really talking. Like that could have been. It could have been like literally like
the
phone.
narrator.
That would have been.
Yeah.
But then it could have been. I don't know.
I don't know. You trying to get more time? You trying to get free?
You trying to get free?
Yeah.
You want to stay in jail? You want to go home?
This is loosely based on.
How much time he got?
I think it was like 30. They gave him kingpin status.
Sheesh.
I mean, was he not?
He was kingpin, yeah. I'm just like, damn.
Was he not?
And I'm sure he lived like, when you got that much money, you live in multiple lives.
But he also looking at it like drugs are becoming legal
Yeah.
nowadays, and now I'm still sitting here for a drug charge. Yes, it was more than just weed, but
I'm sure
No,
there's some murder in
During those times, it was, Reagan era, like, come on, they're giving you the book, boy, they're giving you basketball numbers off that kind of shit. That's a different era of America, so they had no tolerance for, especially kingpin status, especially they look at the lives you impacted, and all their character witnesses are
something like you're doing like RICO charges, right?
Yeah, but all their character witnesses are the families that you impacted due to your negligence and negativity that you brought to the communities and how you affected everyday life Americans. So that's character witnesses. There's so many. So you can have fucking mayors on your payroll, fucking presidential or House and Senate members, but my nigga, like families, you're impacting generations of life that are being taken away because you had a Class E drug being disseminated. So
yeah.
it's no bueno. It's no bueno.
Did y'all see the Soprano movie?
Haven't watched it yet. It's on my list. I was trying to figure out the date that it came out. But
It just came out Friday.
It came out Friday. Okay, so
It came out Friday. It goes off on October 31st. It comes off April.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll make sure I watch it.
Casting they did their fucking
They
job.
did an excellent job. Okay.
I tried to watch it last night. I was
This
trying to.
nigga in his late night movie. It's a 2-hour movie. Ain't no late night. That's like, oh, I gotta be up. It's a 2-hour.
I'm just trying to watch.
I know what I'm talking about next though.
But what about? Well, go ahead, man. Shit.
Y'all niggas don't watch Squid Games.
I watched the first episode.
They only on the first episode.
So we all with y'all. I'm gonna watch this.
Man, I juiced that shit. That shit.
I didn't
is
juice it,
fucking
but I was just amazed that we made a childhood game, red light, green light, into a
Sick mind,
motherfucking show.
This is sick mind.
Yeah, that was a playground. That was a recess type of game.
They was playing recess. They was trying to
You was
recess.
playing to life.
It just.
They didn't know it at first. You see the
I was about to say it's funny to see like the shock in their eyes when that first nigga got like murdered on the way. Like it was like, oh shit, like
he's like, man, you stop.
y'all really mean eliminate. That's what y'all saying. Like, oh, we are eliminating.
And they all took off to the doors.
And they just lit their ass up.
But the funny thing
But
is,
then people push pushing you so you could be stopped.
That's
and somebody pushing you
That
not
was-
because you're scared.
But your boy at the end held your other boy up. I was like, okay, that's clutch too. Like,
He might get it in the next game. He could get it. I'll save you. You looked out for me. I'm gonna look out for you.
They
But
not there.
here's
I
the
don't know
thing.
about
They're not
that,
there.
dog. I don't know about that.
Nah, you never in these type of situations.
Don't say that.
You got to keep everybody a friend until it's not time to be a friend. Be honest with you. It's little survival of the fittest. But you took your chance on me. I'm gonna take a chance on you. However, and look, I was phenomenal at red light, green light. I was damn near.
phenomenal.
I was damn near not. I was at least number 4 that finished, if not better.
So red light, green light, I don't remember playing it that much. So you're not looking at the people and you say red light, green light, but when you look,
It's great. It's
red.
red light. It's,
Okay, but when I turn back around, you can
Green
still
light.
you can
It's
still
dope.
move. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I don't
So
really-
as soon as they turn their head, you take off.
Take off, but as soon as you take,
You gotta
you better stop on the dime.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
dime.
yeah.
That is crazy.
Hey, every man that had his leg, you don't get the fuck off me. You dead already. Get the hell
Yeah,
off
as soon
me.
as I'll take the butt. I'll take the.
I would kick them in the face when
Nah.
you say green light.
I'm taking that one step, but then I gotta calculate my left foot too. Make sure you gotta step on your dominant foot. That way you can.
And if you look at the shoes they had on, them niggas playing in sand with damn some bands on, like no grip, no nothing. I was like, yo, these niggas they gonna lose. Niggas is losing out here.
Would you wait? I would have made it. I'm not gonna hold you.
So would y'all signed up for that?
Would
They
you have
didn't
signed?
sign up for that.
They
They
did.
did. They signed a contract.
They signed to play a game thinking they was gonna win money. They didn't sign up to die.
Nigga, do y'all read the agreements in y'all phone what y'all signed up for? No. Nigga, you
Not
don't know
yet.
what you signed up for.
I don't know, I'm gonna die off that.
But you know.
That's funny.
True.
I'm curious to see what other games you play next, but yeah, I would.
really good.
But I
That's a
mean,
tearjerker episode too.
are you really? I mean, I don't know. If life's that bad that you gotta play, I mean, you're in debt. We all have some debt. So, would you
But
play? Would you play?
Gambler, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gambling for that's a true form of gambling with your life. Like
Yeah.
We gambled on school.
Not what you like.
You want student loan gone or not?
I mean, it hurt you that bad. It hurt you that bad, bro.
It's due tomorrow. Balance in full. You playing?
No, nigga, I had it before. There's been times
Hypothetically.
look, I ain't got it. Y'all can try to take it, but it ain't got it.
y'all want this? Y'all want the whole thing? I can put something on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's really all. Honestly, most of the time, that's all
20%. They want 20%.
I've heard had no call. I just laughed at it. I said, all right, we're gonna have to just take somebody out your account. Do it. Try it if you want to. I'm broke. I ain't got them.
The thing about it is, if you don't sign for the they can't take money out of your account.
They can't. I mean, they can put a.
They can put a lien on it, but in terms of
But that take money. That's like last resort.
that's what I'm saying. They're not trying to do it. The thing is, if you pay them something, most student loan companies like, all right, like you give them a something. That's cool, but
And they got a report that you gave them something. So.
exactly, keep your joints at default.
I mean, that's still don't. Well, if you keep it out of
You
default.
just keep it at default. As long as you keep it at default,
Shit.
you're right.
Well, my story, for my Sallie Mae one, that shit went in default for like a year or two, and then it went to the overcharge or whatever, and I was paying like maybe $250 a month. And then after a certain amount of time, I got somebody good on the phone. It was like maybe 3 years, and he was like, "You paid like $9,000 towards this. You have this much debt. If you can give like a big sum of money like right now." I was like, "All right, let me see what I can do." It was like maybe 10,000, and they wiped out the rest of my debt.
Damn.
And I got it was a lower interest rate, so I just took a loan somewhere else, got a lower interest rate. I'm paying less money, and they wiped
That's
out all
actually
that.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Actually.
So that was good customer service.
So you ain't playing Squid games.
I'm playing.
Nah,
Playing.
I'm playing.
I seen it through. I seen it through.
I will say this. Y'all need to watch when y'all get a little bit further. Let me know
Yeah,
if y'all still playing or not.
yeah, that's what I'm
Playing.
saying. Y'all listen to Meek's album?
I did
Or
actually.
Meek.
Yeah.
I did listen to these albums.
They had a couple good joints on there. I don't know if I listened to it enough to rate it, but
I think that it should have came out in the summertime, right?
I agree.
It's really like
I feel like it's a summertime.
this ain't no wintertime album. This ain't no fall album. This ain't what I want to hear fall.
It's not.
I mean, ain't no homecoming. Nah, this ain't what I want to hear in the fall right
I
now.
think it could be.
If it was homecoming, like real homecoming season, yeah, maybe. But
I think it could be. I think it has some. I think we'll hear it some more.
we're about to hear it now. It sounds like we're about to.
this is hot.
What's this song? Set it up.
For me, fuck with me.
Oh,
And B.I.B. was my shit back in school and what? Fucking high school.
Flew out on the first flight, got that pussy the first night. Niggas said Jordan, it's on site.
It was just one of them.
which I think is intro. Somebody said he don't miss. I didn't think this was like that great.
It won't let him.
Yeah,
I didn't say
It won't trace the nightmare.
he on the board. He ain't hit bullseye, but he on the board at least.
Okay.
I guess.
Share locations was hard. Tweaking is hard. Blue notes down is hard.
A third.
I don't know. That's sliding. That part is weird to me. Sliding. I don't know. Meek singing is not what I want to hear, baby. I don't know.
Okay.
What you rated?
I rated. I I guess first listen, it's like a 6. It's a 6, man. It's a good 6.
5.
Okay. So that's 6.
Check out my man I Swear Vizio from Detroit,
Who
man.
the fuck is
Yo,
that?
you be finding these artists, yo.
Yeah.
Like, where do you be finding these niggas at?
I want to see what the new shit's out.
Rouse.
Yeah,
I'm about to start calling him Barry Gordy.
I like to see who's new out here. Let's see if I can play something. Golden Sacks.
What's his name again?
I Swear Vizio.
I Swear Vizio.
I Swear Vizio. Oh, is water clear? Okay. I get it.
I get it now. Okay.
Dude, right?
Not really, but some nigga in the studio came up with that.
Right.
Hey, this shit water. Damn.
How-
Damn ice.
What you call yourself?
You already sound like my man. EST.
Oh, that's
With Babyface Red.
I heard of Babyface Red. You sound like EST.
Because we on YouTube. So,
You do sound like EST though.
yeah. I follow Babyface Red too. He got some shit.
Speaking of, I did browse this weekend. I didn't even know Rich the Kid and Wayne had a whole tape out. I was like, how do y'all even come together? But whatever.
Did you listen to it?
I did.
No, they ain't even get mine.
That's not the one.
Rich the Kid ain't. I would probably like one Rich the Kid song. So,
No, he got some. He can ride a beat now.
he said the same thing on all of these though.
What do you say?
Fuck yo, bitch. Suck my dick. Jules is lit. I just want shit. That's all he was talking about.
That's cool. That's cool.
You going to the Cole concert tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, damn, that's tomorrow. Shit.
You excited about that
shit?
shit?
Ain't invite nobody to as a pod. Maybe we could have got Cole. I don't know. Who knows? We just
Just throw him a shirt on stage or
Yeah.
something.
Throw him a shirt on
a
stage.
podcast shirt.
A podcast shirt.
I was like, whoa, you want the shirt off my back?
I feel like it's a bro.
I got a podcast shirt you can throw to him.
But nah, I mean, thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I'm in there. I'm in there. I ain't been to a concert in a minute,
You
so
by yourself?
nah, me and my lady going, so we better do it up.
Go
No,
concert
in
with
concerts-
a lady and go on concert by yourself are 2 different experiences.
But I like it though. Like it's like yeah, put that shit on. Like we gonna have our shit on. We gonna be vibing and whatnot. But yeah, I don't like it's on a Monday, but hey.
Yeah.
Wait, after your interview, are you gonna have a license on Monday?
Cool.
Monday fun day.
Yeah.
Just don't go hard today. What
Look, I
else?
heard you was getting fitted yesterday too. Did you get fitted for somebody else's wedding? Did you know that?
Damn, bro, how you know my life?
That's
It
what
looked like your calendar. Y'all share calendars. Y'all share
Especially
calendars.
with you though. But,
excuse me.
yeah, gotta get put that shit on, gotta tighten up real quick, a little straighten real quick. Yeah, we're taking a week off. We're taking a week off next week.
Absolutely.
We have to rejoice in the celebratory of what? What's this called? Holy matrimony.
Yeah.
So check for us, but don't check for
You
us.
can check for that shit on. My shit, I already got what I'm wearing about nice.
You don't have shit on. You ain't gonna have shit on, dog.
You ain't a big stepper. You a little stepper, but
Yeah, you still learning.
What Cole say was a big step into a landmine. You heard that?
Ooh.
On the Wale, Wale and him that he song out.
What's a big stepper to a landmine? Don't step on a landmine. That's what it is.
But you big step and you won't step on the man.
You ready to put a minesweeper, nigga?
No. Forget those. Last question of the day. So, is liking someone else's pic, is liking the opposite sex or same sex, it don't matter, somebody's pic cheating? If you're in a relationship.
When I saw that question, I want to say this is dumb as fuck because every last one of y'all and everybody in the world likes people's pictures. That's what y'all do. Who
I mean,
doesn't?
that's what Instagram's for. But what if you constantly checking for that person and looking like, oh, you like that person's picture?
Now if you got that person's page on notifications, then yeah, that's damn near cheating. That's lustful right there. You being lustful.
You're not being lustful by double tapping. Not even the person that. Yeah, if you like what you see, you're lustful. This is the whole thing of.
No, I think you can like somebody's picture and be like, oh, that shit was dope. Like, all right. Or she set that up something like nice. So you can say that shit.
He didn't say she looked good. He said he went around all that shit. That shit was dope. Oh, she set that up nice.
She had a great backdrop.
Background. Yeah.
Are you lustful for the backdrop or are you lustful for the person who took the presentation of the picture?
I'm not lustful for none of it. I'm liking the shit.
She's in a bikini and what's the backdrop? Ain't nothing.
Jamaica or some shit. She out there, the water look nice behind her. The boat's nice.
Which one you lusting for, the person or the picture?
Maybe the experience of being out there.
With her.
It's way too there's liking anything is too open-ended to have a end point. There's no end point to a like because no matter how you go about maneuver through the actual act of liking something, there's no end to that. I'm not saying there's no end to liking. There's no end to what the like means. It means the ambiance, the backdrop, the person, the fucking how funny it was. There's no end to that.
But what if your girl is liking one certain guy's
There's
picture? Just that certain, you just constantly every picture.
But she may not. I mean, she may be doing that now. He don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and there's.
Yeah, I'm saying you don't gotta know, but you know that you see it like every time you like, damn, she like this nigga picture every time. Like, would you feel like cheating or?
I can't because now you're going down the rabbit hole of liking. Now you adding stress to your life to determine whether this means something then more or less than what it actually means. And the act of literally taking somebody's picture, liking it, giving them kudos, giving them their flowers, giving them a hint, I'm interested, or giving, those are only two things.
I mean, you commenting.
Okay, now we have taken the fork in the road of right or left. Right, I'm trying to be right. Left, I'm gonna go down another exit.
Chose balance.
You chose violence. You chose violence and chaos because you liked and comedy. That's violence and chaos.
Right.
Now, but you could choose violence by liking all bikini pics. Now that's violence, but chaos.
Because remember, Instagram used to show what you like. I showed everybody else what you like back in the day.
What?
that was one of the best features they got rid of. And I'm so happy they got rid of that fucking feature.
Boy, and tell your whole day.
You go to your little follow page and look at other people's shit like, dang, like that. Like, dang.
You like, and it tell you like it was, if it's the same day, you'd be like, yo, you just did this like 45 minutes ago?
Yeah,
Jeez.
exactly.
Jeez, let me see when the next one drops so I can see when you gonna drop.
And Instagram is trying to experiment with not having likes, like not being
you can hide
your likes and shit.
Now I think that's a good thing, but that's just gonna deflate some of y'all's egos.
All these Instagram.
But it's also business. That affects your following, your business, like,
Does it? Oh yeah, I guess because you have
But
to
some of it, yeah. But for me, I just like we all know people that just post shit just for like likes and attention, right? I think them hiding it is actually a good thing because it'll show like, yo, if you want to post something, post it, but don't just do this shit just for, you know what I'm saying? Because you want people to like it. Like, do the shit for you.
Ain't nobody doing nothing for you out there. Oh, that's not true. If you have a business, if you have your candle business, you're doing it for you. But I personally don't think of it like that. I think everybody almost has an alternative ego.
Or alternative motive with it.
that needs to be tapped, brushed, stroked, all that. And hey, that's just the life you live in. I think you can either go down the rabbit hole or not. In social media, I don't choose that route.
Yeah, I think it also shows insecurity.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the biggest thing. And I feel like, you know, Instagram have made niggas insecure, made people insecure by giving them access to be liked. You know what I'm saying? Like, we realize that niggas how they act on Instagram is not how they act in real life.
And I love and that is right there is the whole reason why interpersonal skills are better than your I feel like our generation's has that feature where we can actually talk to people rather than just what your move, what you like all that shit. So I'm fortunate to be raised in our generation versus the generations after us.
I do like our generation because we came through a lot. Like, we started this internet shit, like the AOL, the dial-up, and just see that shit progress. We started that shit. The generation that's in now, that's all they know, and they don't know how to maneuver outside of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got name names.
I don't remember, but I know it had something like 919, 06, like a whole bunch of. I mean, you know, niggas like to tell what year they coming out, what area code they in, shit like that.
Birthday.
Yeah.
All your
Hot Kitty Spring 7 or some shit. Way up.
I forgot what my shit was. I think it was light skin something.
You look like
You
you
would
light
have a
skin
light
at
skin
8
something.
years old. You 8, 9 years old.
Squinting and shit in the camera, in your pictures and shit. They look gritty as fuck now.
Remember your MySpace page?
Nah, I remember I had music on my shit. I remember Wayne had dropped a mixtape. I had that bitch flowing through my MySpace.
I remember because you had to put everything on there. It was technically coding.
Yeah.
And I remember I was.
I didn't know that
code. Like,
I didn't know how to do
Yeah,
that.
it was coding.
They had shit moving.
So niggas didn't know how to do that shit, and I actually me and one of my boys figured that shit out. So we learned how to create that shit. Niggas was paying me to basically edit their MySpace page.
All right, so y'all the niggas who just by showing love real quick.
oh yeah,
just dropping by showing love.
Damn.
You got your top.
We been in trouble for comments for years.
Yeah.
Like, why that bitch comment hearts on your shit?
Wait, hold up. Why am I not in your top 10? Why am I not in your top 10?
Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5, like, for real?
You had nobody in your top 5? It was empty.
Yes.
God damn.
That shows priority.
You could just have your niggas in there.
You probably
Nah.
and y'all cool, but
Everybody, the first thing y'all see when you come to my page is these top 10 niggas right there.
y'all just making it easy for the fans to find out, huh? Just telling all your shit. Y'all can't be in BMF.
Then everybody fucking following y'all and shit.
And following your top 5. And now your top 5 not even your
Now
top
they trying to
5.
connect their dots. and shit.
Your top 5, some shorty was in your top 5, bad now they was like, yo, who this? Now she get, they trying to steal your top.
Hey, don't make it hard for people. You make it hard, very accessible for others. So that's half the battle right there. I wish we had some toast milk. I would love to give my honest opinion about something.
I was prepared. Yeah,
Well,
nothing.
You could have been anywhere in the world. You could have been anywhere. But you are here with us again for our 78th episode of I'll Toast to That. Just know,
Yeah.
when we talk about things, we really mean these things and we like to see them through. And I know we've been talking about this website forever, but I swear it's gonna launch.
Yeah, we're gonna pick a day. We're gonna launch this shit. Everything's keyed up. So we're ready for real.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited.
Yeah. But you also can like, subscribe, share, you know. They say why your little business ain't got up yet, because y'all niggas ain't liking and sharing our shit. That's why we ain't blew up yet.
Hey man, send it to 1 to 2 people that you know. That's it. That's all it takes.
Send them more shit. Brag on our shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People listening don't want to share, man. Don't hide us. I ain't your dirty little secret.
This ain't your sneaky link up. This ain't your sneaky link. This ain't your sneaky link.
What's the sneaky link?
Well, since liquor is the ocean,
What was that?
If liquor was the ocean,
I swim to the bottom
and I drink my way up,
since I'm not a duck.
guess what?
And And it's liquor in my cup.
Guess what? I'm gonna get fucked up.